What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Blakely, aka Brandon Lee TV. Welcome back to another episode of the Live with Brandon Blakely podcast. Now, kick back, relax, and come take a ride with your boy. Now, there has been a lot of outrage over the fact that Caitlin Clark has officially been left off Team USA's women's basketball roster for the 2024 Summer Games. A lot of fans were interested to see Caitlin Clark strap up with the nation's best and compete against the world's best in Paris, but unfortunately, we will not get to see that. We have the reaction. She took the news really well. She's very humble, and she continues to show gratitude. So we'll hear from Caitlin Clark and just the decision. And also, there's a player in particular that people are calling out that maybe Clark should have made the team over. Hey, I'll let y'all be the decider of that. But before we get into everything, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for all the latest and the greatest. Join our memberships. We got that exclusive content coming daily, weekly, whenever you need it. Now, let's get into it.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakely podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakely.
Now, the 12-player roster that Team USA is taking is absolutely loaded, headlined by, of course, the best player in the league, A'ja Wilson. A lot of MVPs, a lot of all-star selections, a lot of first-team All-WNBA selections in that lineup. The USA is in very good shape, and some felt like they didn't need Caitlin Clark, the rookie who has been off to a hot start, but also just from pure viewership. More Americans would tune in if Caitlin Clark was playing. We've seen her impact. Now, they're going to have plenty of support. We know that. I'm not denying that. This is a great team. It's stacked. And some people are wondering, who do you leave off? Well, one player in particular that people are mentioning is Diana Taurasi, the vet. Looking at the numbers, Caitlin Clark through 12 games, Taurasi through 11. Clark is averaging more points, 16.8 points per game. She's averaging more rebounds at 5.3 to 4.5. She's averaging way more assists at 6.3 to 1.1 assists per game. She's averaging 1.5, 1.5 steals compared to Taurasi not even averaging 1 assist per game. Taurasi does have her in the three-point shooting percentage. But other than that, Caitlin Clark is dominating the numbers. She's older. She's respected. Obviously, she's been on gold medal teams before. This team hasn't lost since the early 90s in the women international play, man. In Olympic world competition, Olympic game competition, man. Like, they're elite, and they felt like they didn't need Caitlin Clark. But my question to you guys is, Clark an upgrade over Taurasi for this roster? I mean, the numbers are better. Caitlin Clark is a better basketball player than Taurasi at this point in their careers right now, respectfully. But on top of that, you add the mega following she has. It was a no-brainer to me to put Caitlin Clark on this roster. But I did hear rumblings that the officials didn't want to deal with the backlash of the media coverage and fans going irate, because people love them from Caitlin Clark now. So they were worried about the backlash of her not getting adequate playing time. Now, through all this, through all the narratives, through the physical play in the WNBA, through just everything that's been going on for the last 18 months for Caitlin Clark, she handled this decision like she has, with class and humbleness.
I'm excited for the girls that are on the team. I know it's the most competitive team in the world, and I know it could have gone either way of me being on the team, me not being on the team. So, I'm excited for them. I'm going to be rooting them on to win gold. I was a kid that grew up watching the Olympics, so it'll be fun to watch them.
What was your level of disappointment not hearing your name on the roster?
Honestly, no disappointment. Like, I think it just gives you something to work for. That's a dream. Hopefully one day I can be there, and I think it's just a little more motivation. You remember that, and hopefully in 4 years, when 4 years comes back around, I can be there.
Did you have a direct conversation with managing director or whoever's over there at USAB recently?
Yeah, they called me and let me know, and before everything came out, which was really respectful of them, and I appreciated that. And they did the same for every girl that made the team or every girl that didn't make the team. There's a lot of players in the Olympic pool, so it wasn't like I was the only one they had to call. They had to make quite a few calls.
The official 12-player roster, they've got A'ja Wilson, Breanna Stewart, Diana Taurasi, who we mentioned, Alyssa Thomas, Brittany Griner, Nafisa Collier, Jewel Lloyd, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, Kalia Copper, Sabrina Ionescu, and Chelsea Gray. Loaded. When you talk about guards, oh my goodness. I mean, the backcourt is insane. Jewel Lloyd bucket, Kelsey Plum bucket, Jackie Young bucket, Copper super bucket. Like they've got the point guards and Sabrina and Chelsea Gray as well, man. Like just I love the balance of scoring, but also they have two capable playmakers in that backcourt as well, along with multiple other playmakers. But you gotta have a point guard like Gray who can be a pass first guard and really get these players in their positions to score. But there's a lot of firepower right now. There's not a roster even coming close to touching Team USA's roster. This team is loaded. Other than Taurasi, it's like, who do you take off for Caitlin Clark, man? Looking at the front court with Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart leading the way, Alyssa Thomas, Brittany Griner, Nafisa Collier, that front court is insane. You're talking about multiple WNBA championships, multiple MVPs, multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. Like, that front court is insane. This team is absolutely stacked. This has to be one of the greatest Team USA teams of all time. Just looking at the production, the versatility, and how these pieces fit together. Now, it was a large pool, like Caitlin said, man. It was a large pool of players, a lot of talented players. I know Rike, a lot of people felt like she should have made it. Leading the WNBA in scoring right now, not on Team USA's team. Just shows you how deep this team was. But I think there's a lot of versatility. I think this team gels well. I think they pick players that really complement each other, and I'm excited for this group. Everybody couldn't make it. There was definitely some snubs. I think Enrique more so than Caitlin, but hey, a lot of people wanted to see Caitlin Clark on this team. There was a lot of hype. I think the viewership would have been up more so with her. I mean, we remember Christian Laettner being on that dream team, man. Sometimes you got to do it, just cause. And Caitlin Clark's a pro, and she's been proving herself through 12 games. But y'all let me know how you feel. Did she get snubbed? Should she have been on this roster? Did Team USA need her? Y'all let me know. Holler at your boy in the comments. That's a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, I am Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. Until next time, hey, we out.